That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now Hurts is going to go himself. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley from 6 yards away. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A beautiful fake. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Running left, it's Henry.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
10 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Here's Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know that pass was incomplete, but I'm awfully impressed with how he was able to maintain his vision, because normally when you break out to the left that way, it narrows everything down, almost becomes a half-field read. But he's able to still see the entire playing surface and try to connect all the way back to the right.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 6-0 our score after 1.
start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is caught. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Brings up third down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To throw again is Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Brings up 4th down.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th. To throw is Jackson. That's taken in by his big tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the Baltimore first down. First down at the 23-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning to points for the other side.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The big man, Nnamdi Madubuike, there on the tackle.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there for Philly. 45 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
They'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's good.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They run the option here on first and 10.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's going deep for Bateman.
And got his man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Well, that's going to be incomplete.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
3rd and 12. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourself to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's got room. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Somebody got to do it. I'm in. Somebody got to do it.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
You change it.
Jackson now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. We're in Baltimore. Third quarter action. 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it.
Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
1st and 10 at the
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the Eagles' 38.
From the gun, Jackson. That is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That one downfield for Dotson. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now
are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There he goes, left side. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 24. 141 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Jalen Hurts sacked. A loss of 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
The second down pass.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Looking to throw. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews. His tight end. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A first down carry for Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 49 yards. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scrambling. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Yo. Come on. 180. 180. 180. Go. You.
Here's Jackson. Finding room at midfield. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson will throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And some room to maneuver. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
First down. First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
You change it.
Now it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Jackson going to change things up a bit.
Shot.
2nd and 3. Jackson going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, report. Report.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the...
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9.
Ravens 16.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 64 yards. And the Eagles have made it a 3-score game now here in the 4th. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Good throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
No, we changed it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he is caught. He's got a first and maybe more.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now Jackson. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
That keeps the score Eagles 34, Ravens 22. Tyler Loop to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets it up past the 35. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
They're going to snub this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Wester on the return.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
He's got him in, complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10. Throwing. Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The first down pass intercepted. The Ravens take over
This is 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
Jackson to throw.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here's 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just fine.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Hail Mary intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
One last shot for Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd have to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Dre, set.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
1st and 10 at the
Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? It's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Touchdown! Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Bills nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And mark him down way out close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He's got it at the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 47 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Half 10.
Allen going to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really frequent combination. Here's Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Gun. What's that?
From the gun, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. But the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Now Hurts, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or two.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
63.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 79 yards. And the Eagles have regained the lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It's a gain of 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To the air, Allen. And incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops. And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Middle.
Now Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And that will be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
56.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
It's a gain of 30.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. To the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Allen now on the sneak. And no signal, and I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Allen taking it himself. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
The Bills are lining up for a...
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
16. Eagles 13.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down at 7. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. 20, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have yet again retaken the lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Cook up the gut. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks for 3 yards out as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it.
Bills 22, Eagles 21. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll just...
There he goes, right side. He may go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And that is caught for the 2 points.
And that's the score, Eagles 29, Bills 22.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room.
Just Brandon Cooks. Into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
Eagles 29.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
A gain of 45 yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in field goal range. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
It's complete to Cook.
Still going inside the 20.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Bills 38, Eagles 35.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Bills
56.
first down.
And again, it's Allen. Allen going to run with it. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Allen off the play fake. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
A big play there for Philly. 54 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Hurts. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, 40 yards. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
They were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here. But that one falls incomplete.
Allen throwing on 4th down. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills 1st down.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
That's another Bills 1st down.
Allen going to change this at the line. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Allen now on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Now this time, Allen will throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back. Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And the Eagles have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big time.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. They juked him. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen.
There again is Cooks, complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's another Bills first down. First and goal at the 5.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 3 yards out. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen now operating from the gun. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the 1 play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 54 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Allen going to run with it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
To throw, it's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action, Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Allen again. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 58 yards. And the Bills use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Who did on everything that I love. Church. Yeah, on everything that I love.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Allen will try to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is going to come up empty here as they stop him short of the goal line, and this will remain a 1-score game as the lead holds at 7.
Tyler pass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 5 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. And that now 6 rushing touchdowns for him. And that ties him with Alvin Kamara, who on Christmas Day of 2020 also went for 6 touchdowns. And this is quickly turning into one of the great individual performances in NFL history. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
3 yards. And the Bills first down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
5 wide.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Cook will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal.
2-yard line.
Allen taking it himself. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Allen now on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Allen taking it himself. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he's only able to get to right around the 3. Here's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Barkley. But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. 3rd down now. They'll go to Barkley again. And Barkley did not get there.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Barkley. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Short game the last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll come up now on second down. Here's Hurts to throw.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And got his man complete.
Now he's loose again. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
60.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Allen. This taken in by Kincaid. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. That's taken in by Palmer.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First down and goal to go.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here now, second and goal. Throwing, Allen.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying.
And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They gambled for the win, and they trail by 1 here in the final moments. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, That's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.